Hello ladies, gents, and non-binary mates, and welcome back to Beauty in the Bookcase, where today we'll be diving into the wonderful world of Swedish. We will be learning some basic words, some useful stuff, and some interesting or silly concepts that I thought would be cool to include. And before we get started, make sure to follow me on all of my social media so you know exactly what I get up to when I'm not on YouTube, and make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. So of course, if we're starting with the basics, we're gonna start with how to greet people, so how to say hello. So there are two ways to say hello in Swedish. There's hej, and there is hallo, which if you know German, then that's a little bit more familiar to you. And I think as we go through it, you might see some similarities with German in other places, but also some fun, interesting sounds that I'm gonna try my best to imitate as accurately as possible, but you know, I'm not Swedish. And so next we might want to say, you know, good morning to continue kind of being polite to these new people we might be meeting. So you have two ways that you can also say good morning. You have god dag, which is good day, or you have god morgon, which is good morning. And you know, everything's going well, you've said good morning, this person is thinking that, you know, you're very pleasant, you're very polite, and we don't want them to stop. So it's very important to know how to, you know, ask people how they're doing, you know? And the way to do that is by saying hur mår du? How are you doing? And, you know, with that, you'll make some friends, probably. Now, of course, because we're just meeting these people, we should know how to also, you know, respond to this question. And we're going to respond to it in the most polite way possible, which is by telling people that you are well. And the way that you would say, you know, I'm good, I'm well, would be jag mår bra. I'm doing well, how are you? And of course, part of talking to new people is introducing ourselves. So we need to know how to say, my name is, or I'm called. So, jag heter means I am called. So, jag heter Maria. Or you can say, mitt namn är, which is my name is. So, mitt namn är Maria. So, you know, you've said your name, they respond with jag heter, I don't know, whatever the name is, Anna. Nice to meet you, right? That's what follows. So that would be trevligt att träffas. Trevligt att träffas. And of course, your new friend might be curious as to, you know, where you're visiting from or where you moved from. So the way to tell them, you know, I am from wherever would be jag kommer från, which also, you know, I come from. And, you know, maybe this new person who you've just met is a bit curious of how old you are. That's another kind of bit of information that we share often. So the way to say that would be jag är, the number, gammal. So in my case, I'm 26, so it would be jag är 26 gammal. So let's take a little bit of a break here from the introductions just to kind of break down some of the numbers for you. So ett, två, tre. Ett, två, tre. Fyra, fem, sex. Fyra, fem, sex. Sju, åtta, nio. Sju, åtta, nio. 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 19, 20. And then just to, you know, go up from like 20, then you would just do 20 and then the number. So like I said, 26 was 26. You know, 21, 21. Now, of course, as you may or may not know, one of the most important phrases for anyone to know when they're traveling is how to ask for the bathroom. So, little critical. So, how would you say, where is the bathroom? Vart är badrummet? Vart är badrummet? But, you know, it's important to know how to be polite. So, even when asking for the bathroom. So, if you want to ask somebody, you know, where's the bathroom, please? Can you please tell me where the bathroom is? You would say, snälla du. Snälla du is please. Likewise, let's say you've met a new friend and you would like to go to dinner with them. Or maybe you're going on your first date. Or, you know, you're just going out to eat in a nice place instead of just cooking at home or whatever. And you know, it's important to know how to ask for a table as well. So how would you ask for a table in Swedish? Bordet för två tack means table for two, please. Bordet för två tack. Verb being number two, so you would just replace that. So bord för number tack. So you know, you've been seated, you're at your table, everything's going nice and dandy. And you want to make sure that you say thank you, which would be tack. Easy enough. Tack. And if your waiter then says varsågod, or whoever is helping you says varsågod, they are saying you're welcome. This isn't a comprehensive lesson in Swedish, nor am I the person to give you a comprehensive lesson in Swedish. So it might be helpful to learn how to say I don't understand or I don't know Swedish. So the way you would go about this is jag förstår inte, which means I don't understand, and jag kan inte svenska means I don't know Swedish. And you know, you've had a lovely time or somebody's been very helpful, you've thanked them, and it's just time to go. Time to say goodbye. Well, once more, we have two different ways to do it. We could say adieu. Adieu kind of sounds like adios in a way to me, I don't know. Or like adieu. Or you could say hejdå. Hejdå. Now, an expression that I found that I thought was kind of funny is the expression no cows on the ice. That's what it translates to roughly. And it means no worries. So if somebody does something for you or they bump into you and you just want to be like, hey, no worries. How would you say no cows on the ice? Ingen gå på isen. Ingen gå på isen. Or let's say, you know, you've had a tough day and somebody is just rubbing salt in the wound after something happened, right? Well, the Swedish also have an expression for that. Although this one roughly translates to putting the onion on the salmon, which I find hilarious. But how would you say somebody's rubbing salt in the wound? Lägga lock på läxan. Lägga lock på läxan. Or if you've ever heard, you know, somebody use the expression, you know, everyone and their mother was there. The Swedes have an interesting take on this, where instead they say the devil and his aunt. It's kind of the rough translation of the expression. But in actual Swedish, that would be Don och hans monster. Don och hans monster. Now, I also really love when countries have very like specific terms for like concepts. German in particular does this a lot, but I actually found a really interesting one. It's the word tidoptimist, which means time optimist, and essentially it's like a person who's always late, but you know, they're always late because they think they have more time that they do. So tidoptimist. I thought that was pretty fun. Now, one thing I found really interesting was the word Dingen, because it basically means like the span of 24 hours, or you know, like the time between like day and night. But like it's literally like a period of 24 hours, which I mean, it's just like, well, I mean, that's just a day, but I guess, you know, we call day like the morning. So I thought it was interesting. And the last kind of specific term that I found that I really liked was muengutta. Muengutta is like the concept of the moonlight hitting the water in a way that creates a road-like shape. So kind of like just the like that path, I guess, of like moonbeam on top of the water. Muengutta. I just thought that was really interesting and kind of very like romantic, like the kind of word you expect like Spanish or Italian to have a concept for, but not necessarily Swedish. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments which language I should try out next, or which of these words you found the most interesting. Make sure to also hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload next, and subscribe for more videos like these, and I will see you all next time.